Hey everyone, welcome to Bob TV. This is me and Sharon. And we're going to answer some questions. We thought we'd give you guys the opportunity to get to know us a little bit better through answering some reader questions. So here we are going to answer one. So today's question comes from Sarah, and she says, what do you do when a local competitor steals your ideas? And I'm sure all of you
We've
are
all
here.
been there.
We've all been there and done that. But she actually has a really specific question. So she says, I ran a class recently, meaning she taught a class recently, and just last week I saw a business in my neighborhood list the same class. I'm a little upset because I spent so much time coming up with the design, and now it feels like she's ripping me off.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
It's actually almost worse than ripping off a cake idea or being inspired by a cake idea, because we put a lot of time and effort into designing classes. So.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, personally, I would feel that the first step would be, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. So even though it may seem like she's blatantly copying and ripping off your ideas, I personally would just send a polite email and just introduce yourself and go, in case you don't know, I'm running this class as well. And I think a lot of it is to do with your tone. I wouldn't get all attacky and aggressive about it, because it just makes the other person that much more aggressive back. So saying something like, hi, I don't know if you know, but we're kind of running the same class in the same area, and it might not do any of us any favors for both of us to run that exact same thing. And I think a lot of times if you explain it that way, most people kind of see and understand. And a lot of the time, surprisingly, when I've, not in this instance, but other instances, emailed somebody who I thought, might be doing the wrong thing and just explaining it to them, they come back in a nice way. Most people can be pretty reasonable people. It's only the few that are a bit funny. And if they come up with a big F you, then I guess, my advice would be to move on and to, you can only control what you can control. You can't control how the other person runs their business and how, whether they decide to undercut you, and the same thing that goes with pricing as well, but you can control what you can control. So I'd be selling the benefits of coming to your class. If you come to my class, all our tools are provided. Our class size is super small. Tea and coffee is available all day. We give step-by-step notes and things that you can upsell and where clients can see the value in as well. Or maybe, market yourself as the original creator of this design.
It's less about talking shit about the other person and more about talking about how awesome it is to do it with you.
Yeah.
Really, I think. It can be really frustrating.
Yeah.
I think particularly in a class point of view. I can tell you from personal experience, there have been other blogs that have come and tried to be similar to what I do, and good on them. I mean, I don't know that there's much I can really do about that, really, other than continue to work on innovating my own business and innovating what I do, whether that's class teaching or cake teaching or whatever. You just got to keep moving forward, I think. And also see it as an opportunity to kind of, beat them at their own game is not the right thing, but you
better yourself.
Yeah, see it as an opportunity to better yourself more than it is, by all means get frustrated and eat the Oreos. I always recommend eat the Oreos. But I would sort of be thinking about how you can move on. And I think one of the things Sharon says is really right. It's about the approach. I wouldn't be all guns blazing. Listen, you crazy ass, whatever, cheating, you stole my, whatever. Just say, I really don't think it's doing us any favors if we both teach the same thing.
Because you're both in the same boat. Really.
Yeah, and if it's that local to you, the fact is you're competing for the same people. You existing isn't helping her any, and she existing isn't helping you any, so you might as well work together and or at least just not compete with each other on the same things, really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Thanks for watching Bob TV.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next episode.
See ya.